What is going on, guys? Martinelli is here with a 93 rated card. Very much like Saliba, I feel like a lot of the Arsenal cards really got done in here. A double upgrade from his 91. He is a 4-star. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, the road to the knockout, road to the final was a 4-star still. And this card's coming in now at 570. So really dropping the price quite quickly, to be honest. In terms of what we're looking at from him, great pace. Shooting wise, obviously the long shot volleys and penalties are dropping it heavily. We've got great finishing and positioning on him, so never take him at face value. And especially with cards above 90 rated, if you see 86 passing, look at the free kicks, look at the long pass. Predominantly everything else is at a good level. Dribbling wise looks absolutely fantastic. Stamina, good. Head and accuracy and aggression, very nice. And some very good traits from him. We are kind of comparing really this year to a Rashford 95. And also we do have Matomo in the objectives that you can get done. All of them looking crazy options. We've got a free card, a cheaper card, and a very expensive. So it is one of them things that he is going to be really put up against Rashford, but for literally a tenth of the price. Rashford's coming in at, I think, at the minute at about 6 mil, literally 500,000, more than likely drop below 500 before the end of the day. It will be interesting to see how he shapes up. He's 5'10". I've got good hopes for him. Let's have a look. Are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. Straight over to Martinelli then. Let's see what he can do then. Little bit of skill. Cutting on the inside, goes back out wide for Emerson with Virgil in pursuit. Seeing the dribbling side of stuff. He's going to have to try and get it out. He's got more men on him than he'd like to. Get him back in on this. A little on the inside. We're going to lose the ball. Managed to keep it nicely. Like I say, the dribbling side of it is looking very, very tasty for him. Martinelli trying to work his way through. Virgil coming across. Going to need the assist if we can. Pings it. Isaac with the very, very good rebound. And Martinelli gets himself a first assist of a very sloppy opening goal. Say in terms of pace, he's absolutely doing exactly what we thought he was. Oh, that's a poor ball. Just gets hung out to dry by whoever that was. But in general, the pace, really good. I'm finding him very easy to get on the ball. Obviously hasn't got the same conviction as Rashford, which is to be expected. But in terms of what he's doing down the wing, there's no real kind of difference, really. Great on the pace. Agility-wise, looking nice. He's very nice skills on the ball. But unfortunately, there's just the shooting side of it I feel like could be a little bit better. But again, we are going against definitely someone who is at a high level. Oh, Martinelli with the pace. It's a great turn. Puts everybody over. Virgil's being blocked by Kane all the way from him. Can we find a little pass across? He finds Amares and Cancelo with a foot. Oh, Martinelli making a run. Kane is just off him. Kane's just off him. I don't know what that header is. Oh, Martinelli is going 1v1 versus Virgil van Dijk. Going for the big ball. It's into Rashford. What a cross. Martinelli having a good first game. Let's see if we can emulate this in a second. I do feel like you can tell the difference between obviously a 500k and a 6 mil card. Obviously, it's a good through ball. Isaac does better there. But in terms of what he kind of does down the wing, depending on how you play, if obviously you've got like a 4-3-3 and you need somebody more on the shoot and attacking side, then I would obviously Rashford's gonna be always the choice there. Matomo we can't speak about yet as we can't get him until Monday, but most definitely he gives you that pace element of it. May not necessarily give you all of the kind of strength action, everything and above, but I feel like for 500k he gives you the job that you need. Into Martinelli. He's going to shoot a ball over for Kane and it's just missed. Good pace from Martinelli. Can we find the cutback? Gets the whip, and that is what we want to see. A beautiful goal contribution for him, and I knew that pace would come in handy somewhere. It's a great fake inside. Nobody's catching that. And again, the finish is still absolutely sensational also. Oh, Martinelli, the dip of dreams. We've lost him, but what a finish. So going into the overall for Martinelli then. In terms of price, we're looking at 520 now, so definitely coming down. And in terms of what we can see for Rashford, 7.25 mil, so gone up a million, well, a million and 2.5250, give or take, whatever. But in terms of Martinelli's drop in price, Saka at 899, which is always nice, and I can imagine Martinelli should drop a little bit each time, mainly because he's got this 91, so this is where I'm like, it's a little bit of a stiffed upgrade because it's a +2, no skill move or weak foot upgrade. Obviously, we're getting 2s and 3s across the board. Defending don't count, and a bit of physicality. We're never going to argue there. Obviously, the dribbling's gone up, which is nice. Pace was already at a very good level. Shooting-wise, again, standard. Passing, not too fussed, and we've got a good amount of aggression from him, going from 86 to 99. The chem style that you're going to look for is going to be the Deadeye. 94 shooting, 90 passing, never going to argue, and it turns him into a 96 left wing. So this is what I'm saying. 500k, more than likely drops down even more as we go forward, and he's going to be pretty good in that left wing role. If you've not got a Rivaldo, if you've not got a Ronaldinho, or anybody of that sort of caliber in the left wing, this is going to be a great shout for a more mid team of the season at a solid price. Rashford is just a little bit out of everybody's price range. If you're spending 7.2 mil on a card, then you don't need these reviews, because most definitely I could tell you Rashford's going to be the better card. The only one I do want to compare him to is going to be the free Matomo, because that is going to be a card, A, you're going to grind out naturally, and again, the stats look very impressive. Both 4-star, 4-star. Again, the pace side of stuff, very similar. You're not going to notice the difference by a +1. It is all down to body type, which... where we're looking at both 5'10" as well, both right-footed. You can actually go left wing back as well, which is pretty good. Defensive is on the medium, so that is a point in Mitomo's position there. Stat-wise then, obviously the finishing-wise, we're getting a bit better. Positioning's a little bit better considerably. If we go into passing, I'm not too fussed with. The dribbling's going to be 1. Agility's very high for Matomo, but only a +1. Everything else is a little bit lower, but again, not necessarily too much. And this is the difference between a 500k card and a free card. So you've always got to pick your levels with this. There is obviously a difference between them, but they are very similar. You could save yourself 500,000 coins at the moment, or free 400,000 when he drops there inevitably. More than likely, because this is 222, I'm going to say he's going to be anywhere from 350 to 4, just over 4. Whether he kind of even goes lower than that, it's very unlikely, but you never know. Overall wise, was very happy with him. I don't necessarily think he's a full-on 10, but I'd say he's in the high 9.5s, 9.7s, because I do think he's got the package. He just needs that little bit of a boost, the 5-star skills, the 5-star weak foot, a little bit more on the shot power, maybe a bit of long shot to add a bit of versatility to his game, but other than that, he's good at the basics, the pace, the dribbling, and the close shot. That is all you need him for, and he does that exceedingly well. So let me know down below if Martinelli is for you. Nearly called him Matomo. But apart from that, make sure you like and subscribe. Check the video on screen.